Woo! One Shots. One Shots is run by the Nerd Herd at www.nerdcommunity.com. Nerd-community.com. Which has daily articles and video content. Join the Herd, join Discord, and follow on Twitter. Someone will post that link up in chat. And be sure to sign up for those one-shots where you can play with me and VIPs like Steven Joy at mstevenjoy. We are going to have Hellmouth Darkness Falls tomorrow at 3 p.m., 2 p.m., hashtag fuck time zones. One-shots happen every week on Fridays, and check out the hashtag NerdHerd on Twitter. I am the Carpe DM, and I will be running the hot dwarf problem today. And Steven, who are you?
I am Zubru, a halfling that likes to punch everything.
All right, Sin?
I am Mirrodin Borain, I think it is, because I never actually learned how to say that, which I said that I would, but I did not. I am a frost dwarf, and I'm just looking for my place in the world.
All right, Sarah P.
What up, guys? I'm Sarah P. That's me. I am the blog manager and grandmaster of thing doing for Nerd Community. Woohoo, nerds! If I could have just one wish today, it would be that you would follow me on Twitter at Sarah P. That's me. I'm like this close to my next milestone, so get on it. Today I'm going to be playing Arden Hikino, a sneaky rogue assassin. So pay attention and watch out, or I'll get you back.
Sweet. I'm already following you, Sarah. Sorry.
Thank you. You've already granted my wish, Carpe. Be like Carpe.
And you may.
Me Fink. Fink Sneaky. Fink Stabby. Fink Looky for Dwarfs. Dwarfy Fighters. Fink Looky. Dwarfy Fighter kills Fink Brother. Fink kill Dwarfy Fighter. Fink Look. Fink Look good. Fink Smart.
All right.
Fink Smart.
So, you guys are members of the Adventurers Guild, which is the only group capable of doing the most dangerous jobs in the world. And Fink, you have dragged a small assortment of friends along on your quest to find a hot dwarf, if you know what I mean. And the Adventurers Guild has chosen you and these few others to go to the Dwarven city of Brudel to meet with another Adventurers Guild member, Tranquil Fuzzbeard. Tranquil, as some of you may remember, was played by someone else in a previous one-shot, but is a very well-known weaponsmith and armor smith. And he basically makes the coolest stuff because all of it looks different from your normal armor. When you guys get to Tranquil's business, you walk up to the door and Tranquil greets you very warmly. Any of you can take the lead on this one.
I will hug him.
All right. He seems really surprised to get a hug. And he kind of shakes himself and, kind of very awkwardly kind of pats your back and then kind of backs up a little bit. So, guys, what I need is the first thing you really notice about him is that he is patched up, apparently having been wounded fairly severely, which kind of surprises you because usually Adventurers Guild members are very hardy. He's got a little bit of like a sling that's very well disguised into his armor that he's wearing. He's got some bandages over his head that look like they were carved from stone. And like there's a little bit of blood dripping down from his leg. Hello. You're here from the Adventurers Guild?
Yes,
Who's
we
that?
can we help?
Who's asking?
Well, I'm Tranquil Fuzzbeard, the Dwarven Smith. I requested some help from the Adventurers Guild.
Well, that's us.
Sweet.
Can I tell where he's hurt from?
Go ahead and make a medicine check. And that's
Where's that?
that would be under core and skills.
Core and skills. That would be boop.
All right. Whatever hurt him looks like probably like a whole bunch of either scratches or other sharp implements have caused his bleeding, although he does appear to have a black eye.
Well, Mr. Fuzzbeard, it seems like you need a healer, not adventurers.
Well, I mean, I can deal with the damage. I escaped with my life, obviously. But I was looking for these lava slugs that I've been using to make fire resistance helmets to help anybody who needs to go down into the deep mountains where the lava bubbles to the surface and flows in rivers. But I went to my usual place, the old Dwarven temple, to retrieve some of these lava slugs, but the whole thing was filled with traps and these little kind of lizard things that were attacking me. And they've never been there before. And I mean, I've been going down to get these lava slugs for years.
Did you go alone?
Well, yes, it's never been a problem before. I mean, I can deal with the heat with one of these, he knocks on his head, one of these little helmets of my own design. But it's this. There's never been traps in the Dwarven Temple before. I mean, it's not really used anymore. Nobody really believes in it anymore. But there were all these things in there that just destroyed me.
So are these slugs that are lava?
Well, no, they're slugs that live in the lava.
That live in the lava, all right.
Yeah.
How long had it been between your last trip there and this trip there?
Well, I did recently join the Adventurers Guild, so it's been a couple of years. What with all the training and testing and everything.
Sure.
But it's only been a couple of years, and I mean, for a while I sent an apprentice down there, and he didn't have too much trouble, especially with that helmet I gave him. But I was going down myself because my apprentice has graduated, so to speak. He's still not as good as me, though.
So do you sell? Do you sell these helmets? You make.
Well, when I can. It takes a long time to make a helmet, and they only work for a little while. But they help get me down there, and I can usually use the other parts of the slug in other things. Like swords that are heat resistant, so if somebody tries to make it hot, it'll resist that.
So I'm thinking maybe if we clear this place out, we need like a permanent cut.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I am happy to reward you for helping clear it out, but this is more a.
I was thinking maybe like 2%. In perpetuity, because what we're going to be doing for you here.
I suppose I could just call for a new group of adventurers. There's plenty of young and up-and-coming adventurers looking to make their name.
Don't mind him, friend. If you have anything that can help us with our adventure, I would gladly take it. However, you commissioned us to do this, so we will.
All right. Well, I do have enough helmets for each of you, but I must warn you, I would not use them until you got close to the lava, because they only work for 10 minutes.
I think we'll take a helmet and put it on right away.
All right.
Well, if we take 2 helmets, can we put one on, and when it no longer protects us for 10 minutes, put on another helmet?
Well, I don't really have a whole lot of helmets, and I'd like to save some for the next group if you guys end up failing.
End up what? Dying? Oh, come
Failing.
now.
Failing. I
Fink's
escaped
immortal.
with my life. I'm sure that you guys will have no trouble escaping with your lives as well.
Sure.
That makes me feel so much better.
He did go alone, and we're going together. So.
I just want, yeah, all right. Okay.
My thoughts are that as long as you can sneak past all of the lizard things, they didn't seem terribly perceptive. You shouldn't have any trouble grabbing one of the lava slugs for me. Which reminds me, he goes and kind of rumbles behind a desk, and in a small cabinet. Well, actually, kind of a large cabinet, and pulls out like a stone-looking, like it looks like a steel tank that was carved from stone. He gets it out and like plunks it on his desk, and he says, "Okay, this should fit one of the slugs." And Fink, looks like you could probably fit in this thing.
Does he look well-to-do? Like, I'm gonna.
You need a slug alive.
This room.
Oh yeah, he definitely looks well-to-do.
All right.
You have probably all heard of Trinkle Fuzzbeard as the premier Dwarven artificer.
Why, yes, I have. So you're telling us that we need to bring you back one of these slugs alive?
Ideally, yes. They last a little bit longer that way.
Do you have any of your heat-repelling helmet, but in the form of gloves?
Actually, whoever is holding the chest should be resistant to heat as far as like dipping it into the lava to get a little bit of the lava.
Like dipping a goldfish out of a tank. Okay.
Yeah, you'll probably have to knock out the slug first, though.
Okay.
Details.
Yep.
So, Fuzzbeard here, are you telling me that you have to hire a whole new group of adventurers every time you need a new slug?
Well, this is actually the first time I've ever needed to.
Right, because of the things that attacked you that we should be able to sneak past just easy. You couldn't, but we should be able to.
No, I am not a sneaky man.
Okay.
I am neither a sneaky man, nor one who is adept at finding traps, nor one who is adept at resisting piles and piles of little lizardy things.
Okay.
Fink, good sneaky.
I did recommend that the Adventurers Guild send me their sneakiest, although I also recommended that they send someone capable of resisting a lot of damage. Because, as you can see, he gestures towards his sling and his bandages and kind of limps a little bit towards you. You might need a little bit of healing.
Fink, good sneaky.
Can I healing word on him, please? Because I've been wanting to do this, but I'm like, let him finish the story first.
Go for it.
Cast it.
Mm-hmm.
What's the healing word?
It's healing, but it's a word. And the word is Jiek. So I, a mighty dwarf, just goes, Jiek! And he is healed. Why is it not casting, though? Is it just me? Oh, I'm sorry. They wanted me to input the value.
Okay. It heals him a little bit. By the way, chat, you guys can go ahead and write beat for as applause, and I'll figure out what to do with it if it happens. Yumi, no cheating.
You mean no cheating?
Think help.
And Squeegee, stop beating off chat. Or beating on chat, whatever.
I mean,
All right.
either way, it's his.
True enough. So, because they have all beat you guys, I'm going to say that does not take up a spell slot.
Woohoo!
Because you have a limited amount of spells that you can cast. Lol's monster.
All right.
So, he gives you directions down to the old, forgotten Dwarven temple. And do you guys go straight there?
And we need the tank, right?
Yes, you do need the tank.
Okay, I'll just lift the tank and, like, position it under my arm, and, like, we'll go.
We'll go.
All right. Murden, though you are very strong, this is a very heavy tank. So if you're carrying it alone, you're only going to go at about half speed. So you're going to go real slow.
I mean, I think all these guys have short legs, so I'm pretty sure I'll be faster.
Yeah, Arden actually is a human.
Yeah, I'm human. I can
Okay.
help carry the tank.
So she can probably help carry the tank a little bit.
Okay, well, I'll pick it up and, like, I'll feel how heavy it is and, look and be like, would you mind? Okay, so... Okay, so I'll share the burden.
Okay. So you guys travel down the tunnels and eventually find yourselves in front of the Dwarven temple. If you scroll down, you will be able to see yourselves.
I think I've seen this map somewhere before.
Mm-hmm. Does look a little bit familiar. Thank you, Stephen, by the way, for these amazing maps. And no, EvilSqueegee, he won't. All right. So you guys find yourselves in an open tunnel that narrows to a small opening in a rock face. And you guys can see through the rock face, well, some of you can, most of you can, that there is a bunch of greenery growing in this dwarven cave. None of you have realized that the dwarves actually grew anything in the caves, and the other special thing you notice is that these green circle things are actually plants that give off light. They're like small bushes that are fairly circular that give off light in a small area around them. You can see in front of you two large dwarven statues that are in fact wearing helmets with horns. They appear to be holding shields and spears and swords that are made completely of obsidian. So black, sharp, jagged rock. There's a stairway to the north and a wooden door in front of you.
Fink
What do you guys
will
want to
approach the door.
All right, stop there. As soon as you start walking up the steps, you trip over a tripwire. And an arrow shoots at you.
Damn it, Fink.
It's okay. It's okay. Fink good chap. Fink good chap. It's okay. It's okay.
Not the
Does
trap
it-
we're worried about. It's Fink.
Does a 17 hit your AC?
Just barely, but it's okay. Fink. Okay. Fink good chap.
All right, Fink, you take 1 whole damage. All right.
I might want to sneak around over to the side here and look around the corner.
Okay.
I can apparently not see much.
There is not a whole lot unusual about the corner, although you do notice that there are the lighted bushes apparently growing on each corner of this, basically the pedestal that these statues are on.
Well, that's handy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Zoo?
I think I'll just follow Fink here.
All right.
I suppose I will follow. I'm not sure if I need to keep on carrying this thing, but I will.
Yep. You are now carrying it by yourself, so you're moving a little slower.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
All right. So, how are you going to proceed? Fink has tripped a wire, which shot her with an arrow.
Can we detect traps? Or
Yep, that would be rolling a perception or investigation check.
Okay.
Perception will catch less traps, but it will cover a wider area. Investigation basically searches everything near, like in the square next to where you are.
Yeah, I've got a +4 on that.
I'm gonna do perception.
Ooh.
Ooh, I see everything.
All right. Sarah, oops. Why did that name not change?
Pardon.
Yep. There we go. All better.
Perfect.
Arden, you see like 3 crossbows in the corner up here, held up by basically a whole bunch of string, and 3 more over here, also held up by a whole bunch of string. And the strings go off in various directions. Some go off this way, some go off this way. But basically, they all appear to be aimed more or less at the staircase.
Okay. Is there any way I can instruct my compadres to like hide or help me go and trip them all?
You can talk to
Let's
them.
do that. Hey guys, you see those crossbows up there in the corner? We should probably take care of those before we proceed any further.
Can't we just step over the wire?
Well, there was only 1 wire.
Fink will turn around, arrow still sticking out of her leather chest plate, and be like, Fink found arrow. Fink found.
Yes, Fink, you did find an arrow. I point at the other crossbows and say, "Hey, Fink, think you can help with those other arrows?"
Fink can help. Fink good with arrows. Fink very good with arrows.
Fink, help. Let's go.
Fink help.
Okay.
Nonsense. All we need to do is knock politely.
Can I roll something to make sure there aren't any other tripwires on the steps or on these stones leading up to the doors, and make sure that you're not a lying dickhole?
You can roll investigation.
Okay. Fink roll investigation. Fink good at investigation, right? Yeah, Fink good at investigation. Fink very smart. Fink have very high intelligence.
Fink not high roll.
Fink good at investigation. Fink not know what you're talking about. Fink good.
Yep. Looks like you found the only one.
Fink will say to Arden, Fink found only tripwire. No more trap. Fink good. And then Fink will continue to approach the door.
Okay. Hold on.
I shout, "Fantastic!" and I walk up to the door and kick it open, or attempt to.
Hold on. Because as soon as Fink takes her second step, the stairs collapse a little bit, and 2 more arrows go off.
Oh, gosh.
These 2 have advantage because Fink is moderately impeded by the rubble that is now the stairs. So the first one hits. And the second one hits. So Fink, you take 10 damage.
That would probably work better if I did not mute myself. Fink found more arrows!
Oh, Fink.
I'm being helpful!
Oh, Fink.
It's good at finding arrows. I'm impressed.
Fink will turn around again with like more arrows sticking out of her this time, and a little bit of blood. And Fink will look at the party, and with a heavy sigh and a very disappointed look on her face, she will say, "Fink need help."
Oh. Oh.
Fink shall receive the chick! And I will heal.
I sneak up to Fink, trying to avoid tripwires, and take her hand and help pull her out of the rubble.
Okay.
Like to here.
Thank you, stinky human.
All right. In order to actually help her, you need to be in a square next to her.
Oh, do I? Okay, that's only 2.
Yeah, healing word is a good.
Mirrodin, you actually, for healing word, you can be 60 feet away. So that one you can be further away. I meant for Arden, who wants to try to pull her out of the rubble.
You didn't specify!
Okay, I'm gonna...
Oh, wow. Okay. Because I see a whole bunch of beats, Mirrodin, or Mryden, I'm going to let you re-roll your d4. So instead of 3 damage, you're going to heal something else. Hopefully more than... Damn it!
No, I personally think I nailed that one. Number 1 is best.
For beat, he should keep the better of the 2 results.
Can I try shooting Ray of Frost at these crossbows and trying to disable them, maybe?
Sure.
All right, I will do that.
All right. So go ahead and cast your Ray of Frost. Boom. All right. You are able to freeze one of the crossbows, and as it freezes, the string becomes brittle, and the crossbow falls onto the ground. There are 5 crossbows left. 2, you actually got one of the ones with a bolt still in it.
Well, this is a. Can I just keep firing this because it
Yep.
says so I'll keep firing at them until I can get all of them, I guess.
Go for it.
All right.
Knocks another one down. And knocks another one down.
Is that all of them? No.
That's all the ones that haven't fired yet. Because you can tell that some have obviously shot.
Okay.
All
I think I got them, guys.
All right.
Thank you, Zoo.
What are you guys going to do next?
Think hide and take.
Hide. Think no need hide. Think no scared of arrows.
Think like arrows. Think like arrows.
We proceed to the door. I'm going to proceed to the door.
Okay.
Think follow sneaky human.
All
Come
right.
on, Fink.
Arden, you trip a couple more tripwires, but nothing happens. The wires do not appear to have a whole lot of tension on them like you would expect a normal trap to.
Think will
Possibly
jump.
because they were connected to the other crossbows.
Right. Okay.
Think will jump when she hears tripwires going off.
All right.
I think they're scared of arrows.
All right. So you have arrived at the door. The door is closed, and there are 2 great knockers.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna inspect the door for traps also.
Okay.
I will grab both. Firmly grasp both knockers, and then try to play a dwarven melody with them.
Not those kind of knockers.
I want to inspect the knockers too.
Okay, Sarah, in this case, you're probably going to want to roll investigation because perception is only going to get you a little bit of information, whereas investigation will get you more about what's actually going on.
Okay. Not so good.
Robo, they are in fact round knockers. They are held, the knockers on the door, they are not beholders. They are in fact 2 round iron rings hanging out of what look like 2 little kind of almost demonic faces, mouths, but they're not quite demonic, and they both have like vestigial flames instead of hair. And they have kind of the sharp features of like a flame elemental or fire mephit or like a fire demon or devil or something you guys can't really tell without some kind of a check.
What would Fink roll to check that?
It would be either history or religion, and you can all roll that if you'd like.
Religion is a -1. History is a -1, so it doesn't really matter.
Yep, and since none of you are actually dwarves, you're all rolling with disadvantage on this check.
What do I need to roll?
History or religion?
History or religion, whichever you'd like.
Think smart though. Think thinks you know what these are.
Ryden, you're pretty sure that these are ogres. But everyone else is not entirely sure what they are. You all think that they're probably some sort of elemental or demon. The knockers are fairly low to the ground, but they are solid iron, so they're pretty heavy. So if you use them, they're probably going to make a pretty big sound, almost certainly alerting anything inside to your presence.
Can I use my investigate just to make sure that there's no more traps on this door?
Yes, you can.
I think we'll also do that. Fink is good with investigation. Oh, Jesus. I think no need to.
All right. Zoo, you walk up to the door and you're kind of feeling around on the surface of the door, feeling especially the knockers. And you notice that while the door is ever so slightly ajar, it's pretty solidly prevented from pushing inwards. But there also is string tied to the knockers, so if anyone tried to lift them up and knock, something would happen.
Okay, guys, this Fuzzbeard guy, I don't think he was being entirely honest with us here. I mean, how did he get through all this? How does he send apprentices through all this? Something else is going on.
That's foolish.
That's
Well, he
what?
did say that it wasn't trapped until these things.
I said that's foolish. He needed our help. Why else would he want us to come here?
I don't know. I'm just a little suspicious.
All right. So how are you going to deal with this door?
By opening it.
Mirrodin, we'll stand back and you knock.
Yes, I will knock.
Good, we'll stand back.
By doing exactly what I was going to, by grasping both knockers, because I knew what kind of knockers these were. And
So Ryden is going to knock on the door.
yes.
Okay, move yourself up there.
That's to move yourself. Does Fink see the wires on the knockers?
Yes.
Okay, Fink is gonna stand way the fuck over here.
Yeah, as soon as Zoo noticed the wires, that it is definitely a trap. Something is going to
I'm
happen.
having a little bit of technical difficulties.
What's up?
It's being sluggish. I don't understand why.
You have the right tool selected?
No, like the entire page is being sluggish.
Oh, try reloading.
Perhaps.
Yep, reloading usually helps speed up a sluggish thing. Any of you who have thieves' tools can try to disable the trap before Mirrodin goes up and knocks.
Fink will disable. I think Fink has thieves' tools. Hold on, let me double check.
I'm pretty sure she does.
Let me double check. Let me double check. Fink's inventory is empty.
I definitely have.
It would be under your skills as one of your custom skills.
Skills would be under core.
Yes.
Thieves' tools. Fink does have thieves. Fink is very good with thieves' tools. Fink is very good. So Fink will try to disable locks.
But Fink, I pull Fink aside. Fink, you're hurt. Let me do it.
Fink okay. Fink okay. Fink good with tools. Fink good with traps.
Okay, Fink, don't get hurt.
Arrows no hurt Fink. Fink is immortal. Fink live forever. And then I will make that roll that I just made because that was actually a pretty decent roll.
Yeah.
All right.
After 20 minutes, I am at the door.
Well, as Fink,
I have conquered the movement boss.
you gain 5 XP. Good work. So as you're still holding the large chest, Fink had plenty of time to fiddle with the knockers and was able to untie the string just so, and was actually able to release the string very delicately, and she's pretty sure she's disarmed the trap.
I will continue what I was going to do.
Grasp the knockers.
After dropping the tank gently,
Okay.
and then, do my thing.
All
And
right.
hitting my mic.
So you're gonna use the knockers to go boom. How many times?
To the melody of a dwarf song.
To the melody of a dwarf song. So a lot.
Yes.
Okay. The doors appear to be hollowed, or sound like they're hollowed out steel, as the knockers create crashing, resounding booms every time they hit. And I don't think I have quite the voice for this, but boom, 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 boom.
Surely they'll invite us in now.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's a Dwarven song.
That's a Dwarven melody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
Yeah, it's totally a Dwarven melody.
Sounds like it.
And
I mean,
chat
if
is a word.
it gets you dancing around, I'll call it a dwarven melody.
All right. Everybody can roll perception checks.
Bad day.
I have to actually load my character sheet again because I reloaded.
I didn't bother to move around the statue to perform my perception check. So
That's
I just
okay.
back with shield.
That's okay.
Everything about that shield now, though.
So Arden and Mryden's ears are still ringing from the incredibly loud doors, I suppose. And Steven's kind of shaking his head. I'm sorry, Zu is shaking his head. But Fink hears the quiet sounds of small, taloned feet moving around behind the doors.
Why would there be 2 knockers if you were not supposed to knock them both?
That is a good question.
Fair question. Fink will
All right.
speak up to the party and say, "Everybody hide! Birds are coming!"
Okay, I'm gonna sneak to here. Presumably, when you knock on a door, the door opens. So I'm gonna move over to here and prepare my hand crossbow.
I'm also actually going to move over here and can I ready an action to shoot my short bow at the first thing that walks through that door?
You bet.
Awesome.
I'm going to guess that Arden is going to do that as well.
Yes.
Prepare
that
to shoot
thing.
whatever
That's
comes out
what
of the door.
I want to do. Yep.
All right, Mryden, are you just going to chill in front of the door?
Well, I probably noticed that everyone's kind of fanning out, preparing, and, I will listen to Little Fink. And I will prepare my mace. And do I have a shield? I'm not sure if you mentioned.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I will prepare them both.
Okay. After a couple of tense minutes, nothing happens. The doors stay closed, and think you notice the sounds, the skittering has stopped.
Do you think they invited us in?
Yeah, why don't you open the door?
Fantastic, I will do so. And I will
Excellent.
push it open.
Okay. You push open the door. And
And
Can I follow
I know,
with
like
my
on the
ray
edge.
of frost ready to shoot anything that comes out at him?
sure.
Okay.
And 2 arrows shoot at you from the things that were doing exactly the same thing as you were. All right, everyone can roll initiative.
get it. Pretty smart though. Pretty smart. They knew he was coming. Birdie's not smart as Fink though. Fink knew. Fink knew about birdies.
Do either of those hit me? Do I need to roll, or just you're gonna let that slide?
What?
Hello.
I'm trying to finish rolling initiative. There we go. All right. An 18, I believe, hits you. But I bet a 7 doesn't. So you are going to take 4 damage.
Nothing I can't handle.
Yep. And the first scaly lizard thing, what you see are 2 halfling-sized lizards that are standing up on their back legs, holding bows, wearing what looks like tattered scraps of cloth. And in fact, you can make out some sigils on them, but you don't really know what the sigils are. And the sigils appear to be like torn through, as these lizard things are crouching behind the walls, or not behind the walls, but around this corner, and just basically peeking out to shoot at you.
I will go in forward, holding my shield kind of like a wall against the wall on the left, and swing my mace to the one on the right.
All right. The turn order, Arden Hekino is actually going to go first.
Right,
Okay.
because initiative is a thing that we just rolled. I haven't
Yes.
played in several years.
And the 2 scaly lizard things got their shots off with their little short bows, but those guys are inferring that they are kobolds. However, the description I gave does describe kobolds.
So
It also describes small lizard people and a few other things, or I might have reskinned things. I have never actually said kobold.
for now, I can't see them from where I'm standing, right?
You, I don't believe you can.
No,
Can
I
you
don't
see
think
them
so.
from
Oh,
where you're
that's right,
standing?
because we have the fancy light thing. Okay.
I have the fancy light thing.
So if I come up to, I don't know my movement.
Your movement is 30 feet.
So I can go to here.
Yep.
And
that is one movement. You now have one standard action or regular action, which you can use to attack or cast a spell or whatever.
my screen isn't showing any of the scaly lizard things. Can I see them from here?
You can just see one off to the left.
Okay. I will shoot the left one with my hand crossbow.
All right. You are at disadvantage because it is mostly covered.
Okay.
Like, it is dark back there and you can't see much.
Right. Weapons. Shoot.
Oh, if you had advantage, though.
I know.
That's okay, though. You got fucking...
Dice
that's
like
full
me.
rolls on your damage dice.
The
I
good
clearly
news
helped.
is the good news is your attack hits. So you
Yes.
do your 9 piercing damage. You do not get your sneak attack because you had disadvantage, but you do get the full 9 damage, and that is enough to drop this kobold,
Woohoo!
or what you are assuming is a kobold.
We're not assuming. Chat's assuming.
That's fine.
Right.
You're able to drop this scaly lizard thing. And it's
Pew,
dead.
pew, pew.
Nicely done. The other one,
Wait, can I get a bonus action, right?
sure.
I'm gonna move over to this way to gain cover.
Okay. So you can use your bonus action because you are a rogue to dash, which is take another movement, or hide, which makes it so that you can, or which basically tries to hide behind something, but you
Okay.
can't move then. Or you can use it to disengage, which basically lets you move away from something that's actively in combat with you and not provoke it into attacking you.
Okay. So I think from where I was standing, which was here, or actually was here,
There.
sorry. Yeah.
Mhm.
Where could I hide from here?
I will let you move to your right diagonal and hide behind that corner
I hide
because that's a pretty short movement. So go ahead and roll stealth.
stealthy. A little stealthy.
All right. So this scaly lizard thing is going to turn tail and run.
Yay!
Can I shoot it?
You cannot shoot it. The only things you can do as an attack of opportunity is melee attacks. So
Okay.
like you could use your mace, Arden could use her dagger, Zoo could use his fists, and Fink could use her dagger or rapier or whichever one she has. More or less. All right, and the other one is dead, so it doesn't get to do anything. Fink.
There's still one midget dragonborn, right?
Yeah.
That's my prediction for what these things are, by the way. I think that they're midget dragonborn.
I will also point out that Dragonborn are not a race.
They're not?
Are not one of the known races.
Okay. I still think they're midget dragonborn out of character. Fink doesn't think that. Fink thinks they're birds.
Could be. They do have the vague look of dragons about them. Because dragons are a known race and they're dangerous as shit.
Fink move over here, and Fink... Oh, Where's the scale? Oh, there it is. Oh, that thing's far in. Okay. Fink will shoot at Birdie.
Okay.
It's, at the one she can see with her short bow. Fink shoot. Does Fink hit?
Fink does not hit.
Aw.
The arrow just misses the scaly lizard thing and flies off into the darkness.
Fink will be sad and move up over here.
Okay. Works for me. Zubru.
Well, I can't shoot it, right?
Let's see. Is it within 60 feet?
I can't see it, so I guess maybe that's my problem. Maybe.
Ah.
Oh, I see. That's the problem. All right. Well, I'll move up then.
Yep. This area is very dark aside from the plants that are giving light.
Okay.
So you can move up and you will see what you can see.
I can move what? $25. That means. Well, I'm gonna move right in and take a look. Then the doors are open, right?
Yep. The doors are open. And you see behind the doors, up on the ceiling, suspended a pot of something that is attached to the string.
Can I check if it's a trap? Can I perceive if it's a trap?
It would make sense that this is what was
Oh, but
connected
it's a
to the
combat
knockers.
though. Hey?
It would make sense that this is what was connected to the knockers, and it would have spilled on out the doors if someone used the knockers without disabling the trap.
Okay.
So it looks like you guys survived or avoided and negated the this particular trap well. All right.
I mean,
now,
technically, I didn't.
I still have a burning urge to shoot that rope.
So you can just barely see the scaly lizard thing. So if you want to roll your Ray of Frost, you might be able to hit it, but you do have disadvantage because it is partially couched in shadow.
I'll go for it then. I actually can't see my rolls. Is there? Okay.
They pop up in the chat window.
Okay.
There's also, if you go into your settings and scroll down and do enable 3D dice and automatically roll 3D dice, it'll actually roll it on the table, so to speak.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. So even though you had disadvantage, your 16 is enough to hit it. And you only do the 7 damage, but that is enough to bring that lizard thing down. And you hear it tumble to the ground as it is basically running away.
Well, I'll give a cheer and aha!
Nice. Okay. Mryden, all of the little lizard things that you can see are dead. What are you going to do now?
I don't know, but I want to go in at least. And